Hey guys, what's up? We're live. Sometimes you're not sure if you're live or about to be live because there's no counter. There's no countdown anymore. Anyways, I'm Jacob Topping, and this is Ritu Java from PPC Ninja, and we're here today streaming to you live through the internet on Facebook and maybe on YouTube and maybe other places. You never know. So, Ritu, you and I have never met in person, right?
We haven't.
And this is the first time we've ever talked really today. So we don't know each other really at all, except we probably looked each other up and tried to understand who's this person I'm doing a live stream with at 8 o'clock, right?
Exactly.
All right. So essentially, if you're new to both of us, I'll introduce myself and then you can introduce yourself and then we'll have a chat. And people are going to be, what the heck is this live stream even about? We'll cover that too. So I'm Jacob Topping, a Canadian online seller. I've been selling for more than 20 years on the internet. I sell lots of stuff on print on demand. I'm well known for that. I have a book called Merch in the World of Print on Demand. And this is live streaming across definitely 2 Facebook groups. One of them is Merch by Amazon, top sellers for newbies and pros, full of top selling merch by Amazon and other print on demand sellers. And the other group is Amazon FBA, top sellers for newbies and pros. And it's full of, you guessed it, top sellers for Amazon FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. Ritu is with me, joins me live. Ritu Java, you've got one of the most interesting names in the world. So Ritu, you are with PPC Ninja. I'll let you introduce yourself. You go ahead.
Yes. Should I tell the backstory of my name?
You can tell us whatever you want. Like I said, okay. We've never met or talked before, so I don't know. Maybe it's a mystery name. Maybe it's your stage name. Maybe I don't have no idea.
Yes. Okay. It'll be fun. Okay. So I'll tell you my name. My name is so of course Ritu Java. The JAVA is basically from the island Java, which I have never visited, and I just know from my great grandfather and my dad that some of our ancestors moved from India and they kind of swam across the ocean, the Indian Ocean, and they kind of fled the country because of droughts and stuff like that. And a generation later, they came back and they were just called Java. I mean, the family name just became Java.
Really?
Yeah, that's my backstory. But the funny thing is that, people think I'm a Java programmer, and I often get on LinkedIn, I keep getting requests for Java programmer, and they will say things like, we think you're a perfect fit. And I'm like, I do not know Java programming.
That's fantastic.
Certified. I am not Java certified.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's Java coffee, there's all kinds of beans and all that stuff. So yeah, I guess I have a pretty unique name. Even in India, I don't think there's any other Javas other than my close kind of cousins and relatives and stuff.
But you're not in India right now.
I am not. So
Where are you?
Yeah, so I live in Vancouver.
Who is Ritu Java? And the people of Java.
Yes. So I live in Vancouver, Canada, and I've lived here for 4 years. Before this, I used to live in the US, and then even before that, I used to live in Japan. I lived there for 17 years. You won't believe it. But then I was actually born in India. So I have got like these 4 countries that I pay taxes to every year. Yeah, that's my story.
Who has the best taxes? Which ones makes it easier for you?
Oh, I think
as an online seller.
Well, let's think about it. Okay, I think Japan is the easiest. Their tax reporting is the most straightforward, and they even help you fill out your tax forms. I always used to just go there and say, I would just pretend that I didn't know Japanese, which I do, but it was too hard. Like I learned the language as an adult, right? So for me, learning Japanese was more of like, I need to survive in this country kind of thing. So I used to go there and people would be so helpful. They would help me fill out my tax forms and it would be super easy and I would be done in a few hours. So I think Japan has probably the best tax system in the world. But yeah, that's kind of trivia.
I have some cutting edge news information for you since we've never talked before.
Tell me.
I lived in Tokyo for 6 weeks.
No
Japan.
way.
Yeah, so I've lived in Japan. I've been to Osaka and Tokyo and all around there. And I wasn't there for years or anything. I wasn't like a Japanese citizen because that's like impossible.
Wow.
But yeah, I lived in Tokyo, and I've been to India too. So I went to Bangalore or Bengaluru, which is sort of in the middle. I'm sure you're familiar with all of India.
Yes.
So that's very exciting. You and I have some similar places that we've been to.
Very cool.
This is a live, real-time live stream, and I have no idea who's going to tune in because anything's possible on the internet. So I'm going to just, using the technology, we have Megla. Hey there, two of our favorite people. So now we've identified Megla's favorite people. Everybody else can suck it. It's Jacob Topping and Ritu Java, Megla's two favorite people.
Oh my goodness, Megla.
So thank you for that, Megla. Hopefully you're laughing. Megla's in Singapore. She's going to be joining us live stream tomorrow. Also, we have watching is Carlos from the Miami area. And let me ask you this, Ritu, were you part of this Miami thing where everybody flew into Miami and rented a yacht?
I missed it. Carlos, I totally tuned into your meetup. I watched every minute. Like even before you were setting up the stage, I watched it. So it was amazing.
Excellent work. So Carlos, if anybody else isn't familiar, Carlos is with the group Wizards of Amazon, which is sort of in the South Florida area, Miami region and surrounding area. And I think it's the largest seller meetup group in the United States. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe it's changed. I don't know. But I believe it's the largest meetup group in America.
In the world. That's what I heard.
In the world. There you go. So Carlos, thanks for letting us know. Ritu Java rocks. That's very good. We also have Rana Singh. He's giving us a yo, Ruth and Jacob, who I just recently connected with. All right, so it's Ritu, Rana. It's Ritu. But I understand autocorrect is aggressive.
Autocorrect. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of making fun of him because I believe I've never met Rana in person, but we've been talking, and I think he has a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
All right, so Ritu, what are we going to be doing in Vegas this year at the same time?
Yes, we are going to be part of the Empowery Women's Conference, which is the most exciting event for all Amazon sellers, I must say, men and women equal, because it is just packed with so much good stuff. And the networking that we're going to get before and after is going to be amazing. So we're going to be talking about that.
So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And so anybody who's not familiar with the Empowery Women's E-commerce Conference, that's a very long name. So you can just abbreviate it by saying the Empowery Women's Conference in Vegas.
Yes.
It is, surprise, surprise, it's going to be in Las Vegas, July the 16th and 17th. So that's a 2-day event. Unless you got a VIP ticket, and then it's a 3-day event because on the 15th there's a soiree in the sky at the Skylofts at the MGM. So I don't know. Have you been to Vegas before, Ritu?
Yes, I have been to Vegas several times for the Prosper show, and we actually used to have booths there. So yeah, I've been there several times.
You're a Las Vegas pro. So have you been to the Skylofts of the MGM? Do you know what that is?
I have not. No, I haven't.
All right.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm trying to figure this out. What are the Skylofts? And I believe the Skylofts are like the top level of the MGM. And I don't know if it's the MGM Grand, because MGM's got a lot of properties there, right? They have MGM Grand, and then they have the MGM Palace, I think. There's like 3 different buildings, and they all say MGM on them, but they're 3 different places. So I don't know. The Skylofts should be pretty fantastic. It's going to be a welcome party. So it's going to be a farewell and have a good networking time from Prosper, and a hello to the Empowery Women's Conference, which kicks off immediately afterwards. So if you're heading to Prosper, it's a big show. It is also in Las Vegas. It's on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. And then immediately following that is the Empowery Women's E-commerce Conference, or the Empowery Women's Conference, you could say. All right, so that's going to be a 2-day event. And Day 1 is going to be learning. Now, Ritu, are you a speaker at this conference on the first day?
On day 2, I'm doing a workshop.
Okay, so you're a workshop. So somebody who provides a workshop is called a what? Like a workshop provider?
I think so.
I've been struggling with that. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm giving a workshop. So what do they call me? They call me the person who gives a workshop, right? I don't know if there's a word for that. The workshop, the
Instructor.
Leader of the workshop. Instructor. There you go. You're going to be an instructor on day 2 at the workshop. And what is the nature of the workshop you're going to be doing?
Yeah. So basically I am the CEO of PPC Ninja, and we basically specialize in Amazon advertising. So my talk is going to be all about PPC. Workshop, all about PPC, especially on video ads, because those are the hottest type of ads that I know of, and not many people are taking advantage of it. So my goal is kind of to help people to create video ads start to finish. So basically, I'm going to cover the entire process. I'm going to show you how, basically everything about video ads, the tools you need, the types of video ads that are possible, how you can create them efficiently and inexpensively, and then what do you do after that? Like once you've created your video ad, what do you do next, including the optimization and expansion and scale and everything related to that. So that's going to be my focus. But I'm also able to answer any questions that people might have about PPC in general, because, it's going to be a workshop. So if, there's bound to be stuff that, people have questions about related to optimization in general. People, when they look at PPC, they're scared. Like they are afraid of the idea of managing PPC because it's money at stake, right? So my goal has always been how I can make people fall in love with PPC. And so that's going to be my goal again for the workshop. And I'm happy.
And for people that aren't familiar, so there's a mixed group of people that will be seeing this live stream. So some of them are Amazon sellers, so they may be familiar with the PPC. Some of them are print-on-demand sellers, which probably are familiar with PPC. And some of them are people that don't know anything about what we're talking about. So for the people in any group, the PPC, what does that mean? What is PPC? It's pay-per-click?
It's pay-per-click. It's not the paperclip, but it's a pay-per-click.
Okay.
Yeah, so PPC is just another way of saying advertising on Amazon, because that's the model for getting charged. It's not a CPM, but it's a CPC, which means that you don't get charged when someone sees your ad. You only get charged when someone clicks on your ad. So that's kind of the nickname for Amazon advertising. So yeah, that's the most effective way I know of to get in front of your potential shoppers, because everything else is extremely competitive. Like becoming visible organically is very hard on page 1. It's extremely hard. PPC is almost like a shortcut to kind of show up, above all the other listings. So it's an extremely efficient and effective way to be seen by lots and lots of people.
Let me quickly ask you a quick question before we get into this. Is this your PPC Ninja company?
It is.
This is yours. Okay, so here's your company page, PPC Ninja, skyrocket your online sales with Amazon advertising.
Yeah.
And you're the CEO. So tell us a little bit about your company and what does your company offer? Mm-hmm. What is it?
Yeah, so basically 3 offerings right up at the top. We have software, we have services, managed services, and we have coaching. So we teach people how to run PPC. We can also run it for them, or if they just want to run it themselves with the help of software, we also have software. So it's almost like with us, your PPC is kind of covered, no matter what stage of your journey you might be at. So yeah, those are the 3 offerings, our 3 pillars.
All right, I'm gonna just based purely off your website.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell people about your company.
Yeah.
All right, so Ritu Java,
yes,
CEO of PPC Ninja, and they have software which helps you to discover new keywords, prompts you with daily bid recommendations, helps you find bleeding keywords, automatically downs your search term reports, allows all kinds of bulk operations without any .csv. Great for agencies, sellers, 3P, and vendors, 1P. Excel-like UI and slice and dice data many ways. It does not bind you to any PPC technique, and support for sponsored products, sponsored brands like headlines, sponsored display ads, views, and it works in all available Amazon marketplaces. So whether that's Europe, North America, Japan, Australia, Singapore, UAE, Brazil, Mexico, Netherlands, all those Amazon marketplaces are supported. Would you say that's true?
That is true.
All right, I'm going to keep going because so the website, no lies detected. All right. Secondly, you have managed services.
Yep.
So you have PPC Account Management, PPC Management for Japan, Programmatic Display Ads, or the DSP. That's something that's relatively newer in the last 5 years. People like the DSP.
Yeah.
Sponsored brand video ad creation, listing optimizations in English and Japanese, keyword research, English and Japanese, PPC strategy sessions, and PPC account audits. So essentially, just summarize for me, how would that occur? Like, do somebody have to authorize you on their account, or what does that mean?
Yeah, so there's two ways. You could just connect your authorized PPC Ninja software, and then we can get access to it, and then we kind of help you manage it. So it's like you can use the software to manage it yourself, or you can authorize us to use it on your behalf, and we can manage it for you. But the software is an essential piece to, for us to manage it. So while we might need access to your Seller Central independently, now that we support every ad type, we probably don't need that. So it's safe. You don't really need to give us specific access to your Seller Central even. Everything is managed through.
It's a linked provider, right? So it's like other software services.
Yes.
So do you have to be an Amazon Pro Seller account, or can you do that with the regular Seller account, the non-Pro version?
Just the regular is fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. We're going to move through this because if we don't, this is going to be a 6-hour call. So, which is fine by me, but it will both be very tired, I imagine. All right, so you also have training. So through your academy, the PPC Ninja Academy. So there's a 4-week free mastermind program. That's a lot of free time. That's 4 weeks of free mastermind program. There's an advanced mastermind courses, group coaching, one-on-one coaching, a newsletter, cutting-edge strategies shared weekly on our blog, thought leadership on LinkedIn, and deep industry knowledge sharing at conferences. And if you want to learn more, you go to the website, click on this link.
Yep.
So I've got to ask, 4 weeks of the free mastermind program, is that live? Is that recorded? What is that?
Yeah, so we made it so we don't give out recordings at all, and it has to be attended in person. And the reason is that we want to maintain the quality of our instruction. So it is live. People have to show up. If they don't show up, then they don't get the recording, but they do get the slides. So I mean, there's something. If you miss 1 out of 4, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, the reason why we keep it live is because it's really interactive. Some of the people in the audience have also attended, so I know that it's a different thing when you can actually ask somebody and basically get clarifications on your doubts, because it's just a course, right? You may not complete a course, whereas this is not a course. It is actually a live session, and people get homework. They come back, and
it's free. So 4 weeks.
It is 100% free. 4 weeks of free training.
How many people are typically in it when it's happening?
Typically about 20 to 30, and we've run 20 of these masterminds already. So
20 times 20 is 400. So more than 400 people, unless the same people are going to all of them, in which case it could be 20 to 400 people at least.
Yep. Yeah. It is exciting because, it's great for people to be able to interact with other sellers as well. And there's a different kind of energy when you're in the room with so many people and learning together. So, yeah, it is fun.
That's true. All right. I'm going to talk a little bit about the track records because I understand PPC Ninja has a track record. And PPC Ninja with Ritu, over 25 million in ad-generated sales, trusted by 6, 7, and 8-figure sellers, Amazon accredited advertising experts, over 100,000 ASINs handled, over 10 years of experience selling on Amazon. And not only that, here's what the customers have to say. We got Elaine, who's an Amazon seller, said, PPC Ninja has been a lifesaver for me. The software is easy to use and saves an incredible amount of time. Add in the strategy sessions and microservices, and it's a huge win for our business and bottom line. And then there's little graphics. The dollar bags went up 33%, and ACOS went down 26%. It's very visual. All right, Dave, who's also an Amazon seller, said, I recommend PPC Ninja to anyone who needs or wants to save time, translated money, by streamlining their management process. PPC Ninja is much more user-friendly than the infrastructure inside Seller Central. So there's a picture of Dave. And then Vika, also an Amazon seller. So we've got 3 Amazon sellers. Look at that. Vika says, PPC Ninja taught me how to spend my ad dollars wisely. It helped my European markets become much more stable and controllable. With PPC Ninja, I can adjust keyword bids quickly and even compare with what Amazon recommends. And her dollar bag went up 250%, but her ACOS went down 50%. So that looks like you could earn more and spend less on advertising. Is that summarize what those mean?
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people that come to us have, like, they're in a really bad state with their PPC. They're like, I don't know what to do with this thing. Just help me, So oftentimes, the numbers can be a little dramatic in that sense, because they're coming from a position where they're like not really doing that great, and then they get help, and it's a big, huge improvement to them. So yeah, it's a little bit of that, but overall, I think, yeah, it is, it's just that when someone can help you understand or unlock the problems with your PPC, it just becomes so much better, because then things start to flow smoothly, and you just start to see that there is a lot of potential in PPC, which they probably didn't initially. So
let me ask you this. Do you deal with like the sort of the micro parts of Amazon? So for example, Merch by Amazon. It's a program within Amazon, but you're not the owner of the listing. So could you help sellers list or manage their PPC for Merch by Amazon listings, or listings that they're not the owner of the ACN or the ASIN?
Anything that Amazon sponsored products can support, our software can support. So if they're able to run their ads regularly, just like sponsored product ads, that will be picked up automatically by the software. So I'm not exactly sure if that's the case or not, but
we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it in Vegas, Ritu, because
yeah.
I understand you are doing the workshop, right?
Yeah. So we
when
should
you do the workshop, I will bring up my Amazon Merch by Amazon account.
Yeah. So let's connect up your
see if we can do
account. Yeah, let's connect up your account, because it should just automatically detect everything. And if not, that it would just be a permissions thing that we could fix. So yeah, we can try that out in Vegas.
All right. I don't want to try a lot of stuff in Vegas. So I want to try connecting a Merch by Amazon account to PPC.
Yeah.
I would also like to connect Amazon Handmade account. So yeah, you understand Amazon Handmade is a whole separate program within Amazon, of course.
Yeah.
Amazon Custom into PPC. And then some other Amazon products and services. I just want to see how far we can push PPC on the Amazon platform outside of like the normal, regular Seller Central professional accounts.
Right.
Now, this is a live show. So Rana, he makes a very good point. He noticed that I'm in Canada. I'm near Ottawa. You are in the Vancouver area, right in British Columbia, which is the way over in the western side. And then Rana is close to near Toronto somewhere, also in Ontario in Canada. He says, Mission Impossible, Escape from Canada, starring Ritu, Jacob, and Rana. Vegas, here we come. All right, so Rana, that's a very good comment. But Ritu, how are you going to get to Las Vegas given the situation of the border in Canada?
Yeah, I was just chatting with Rana an hour ago, and he was giving me some really good tips. In fact, he gave me some tips yesterday as well. So I'm just following his advice. I'm just doing all the right things.
Are you going to fly back, or are you going to walk / drive / taxi / other back?
Taxi. I will not taxi. I will walk. I mean, no, I'm going to fly.
You're going to fly back.
Yeah.
And so you and I were talking by chat yesterday, and you said you did some kind of like a vaccine party thing.
There was a vaxathon. It wasn't a party, but yeah, it was just something that they set up for the day, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to go here. So I just went. I just walked in, and I got my second shot. So I'm fully vaccinated at this point.
Was that your second one?
Yeah, it was my second one.
All right. So when you fly back, under the new rules, which I believe start July 5th, which is like
yeah,
no doubt cutting it close.
Yes.
You might not have to stay in the government mandated COVID hotels that everybody doesn't want to stay in.
That's what Rana told me. He told me that I don't need to do that. So
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fly out of Vancouver, probably through another connection city somewhere like LAX or somewhere, and then on to Vegas, right?
Right.
And then you're gonna fly back into Vancouver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're a world traveler, I understand. So you'll have no trouble on the planes, and I can understand that too. I like to travel, and I like to travel by airplane because it's fast. All right. So Ritu, we covered PPC Ninja a little bit. People can go check out your website. Your website, again, the address for that is ppcninja.com, which is a great URL for a PPC Ninja company. So when these people go to see you live and participate in your workshop, do you know specifically, like, are you going to have material for your workshop? Tell me about your workshop.
Yeah. So the workshop is actually a hybrid workshop, so people can tune in from anywhere. As long as they have the tickets, they can. It's a remote workshop, so we're going to be doing it digitally. I think all the workshops, if I'm not mistaken, are available for on-site and online. That's the beauty of it. So you can just sign in from anywhere, and I think I already kind of told you briefly about what I'm going to cover, but there will be materials that we'll be giving out. And I believe there will also be recordings that you guys can take advantage of. Yeah.
Okay. So just to point out, if people didn't catch that, you can do it virtually, which is not only is it remote, but it's also interactive. So you'll be able to interact with the workshop providers and you'll get access to the content. And it's live in real time. So if you do a virtual ticket for the conference, you can do that from anywhere in the world. Oh, but if you're there in person, then you're also in person. It's also live and interactive in person. So we're not separated into different rooms, all connecting by laptops. That would be kind of silly. So, what are you excited about this conference? And like, what made you decide I'm going to teach a workshop at this Empowery Women's e-commerce conference?
Yeah, actually, I was part of the first women's conference last year. I was a speaker, and this was in California in February of 2020, just before the world shut down. And this conference really changed my life. I have to say that because, there was such a positive, powerful energy amongst, I guess everybody, the speakers, the participants. It was just different. The quality was so high. I mean, we talked about it for months after, and we even kind of connected through COVID. We used to have Melissa Simonson used to host these Friday cheer up parties, almost virtual cheer up parties, and we were like, playing games and doing all kinds of fun stuff. So it wasn't just about like learning a skill or learning about something Amazon related or online related. It was the connections. I just want to say that the connections were so amazing that to this day, like a lot of our business partnerships were born out of that women's conference. Like it was just so amazing. And it wasn't just women that attended, there were men too. So, it's the same this year as well. It's for everybody. And I know a couple of people that did fly in just to support, this whole movement of empowering women and, learning together. And, people like Norm Farrar, he flew down from Canada, and so many people,
So, hold on, let me just pause there. Norm flew down from Canada.
Yes.
You're flying down from Canada. I'm flying down from Canada. Rana's coming in from Canada. Is this women's conference in Vegas for Canadians only, or can people from other parts of the world attend to this conference? You tell me.
That's a good question. Anybody from anywhere in the world, Timbuktu or any other place, they're welcome if they have the right immigration paperwork cleared and their vaccines in place or the COVID tests in place. So yeah, you're welcome to join.
Right, so it's not open only to Canadians. Well, the Americans are allowed to attend as well this time, right?
Funny joke. Yeah.
Well, no, but it's true because you mentioned Norm, and Norm is from Canada. Rana's from Canada. You're from Canada. I'm from Canada. We're just basically let's go Canada, right? But really, so it's open to anyone in the world. You can access virtually through a virtual ticket. You can fly in from other places. If you're already in the US, probably more convenient for you. It's in Las Vegas from July 16th and 17th, so it's 2 full days. I talked all about what it is and who's there and all of the speakers yesterday with Melissa Simonson, who's the general manager of Empowery. And if you're not familiar with Empowery, if you're on your phone, just do a little screen capture. Or if you're on your desktop, pause for a second. If you're watching a replay, and you can get free resources from Empowery. Their website's empowery.com. Men and women are both welcome to the women's conference, and people from all countries are welcome at the conference. So if you can get there, you can be there. And if you can't get there, you can be there virtually. The virtual tickets include a swag bag if you're in the US. So they will mail you a swag bag full of physical items. So you can have it at your house or wherever you're taking it from virtually. Probably going to be your house. And then virtual access is live and real time, and it's interactive. If you do get a virtual ticket, it's $149. So that's US dollars. And it includes both days. So it gives you access to both the speakers and the workshops. So Ritu Java will be giving a workshop on PPC and advertising on Amazon, which includes material. And it's live and interactive. So whether you're virtually or whether you're there in person, you can join Ritu's workshop. Now, you're not the only workshop on day 2, right? There's going to be more than one workshop. So tell me about whose other workshop are you excited about?
I heard about Megla's workshop, and I am excited about that. Megla, if you're in the audience still, yeah, I'm not sure what her topic is, but I know that one person I really want to hear. I think she's amazing. She has so much. She's given so much to the community, and yeah, that's the page I was looking for. Megla is there, and then there's so many other people. Gosh. Oh yeah, I think Regina is also giving a work. She's doing a workshop that I'm really excited about. It's about, I think, many chat funnels. That would be really exciting. Let's see.
There's Destiny, Karen, Emma, Shermer Tamer, Amy Lees, Yale, Billy, Zahara, Cruzen, Melissa Simonson, Lillian Roberts, Marcia Reese. Interesting facts. So let me ask you this. Do you know what sidewalk chalk is?
I don't.
All right. Well, tune into the video we did yesterday. We talked about sidewalk chalk. It's the chalk they used to write on the sidewalk with.
Oh.
And the big Crayola and stuff has the sidewalk chalk.
Oh, yes.
Marcia Reese is the inventor of the sidewalk chalk. She invented.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
She's going to be talking there, which is pretty exciting.
Oh my goodness.
I was talking to Melissa yesterday. I was like, Melissa, what the heck's sidewalk chalk? Like, I don't know what sidewalk chalk is. There's a lot of products in the world, right? We don't all know about every single product.
We don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My aunt's going to be there. Isabella will be there. Ritu, that's you. You'll be there.
Yeah.
Megla's going to be tuning in live streaming from Singapore. Chelsea will be there. Melanie is hoping to make it. She's in the UK. She's not sure if she'll be able to come, but if she can come, she'll be there. If not, she'll be virtual. Mikhail Oren will be there. And there's a couple to be announced. These are not just filler spaces. I confirmed yesterday on a live stream. There are other speakers and or workshop providers that are scheduled, but they're not listed yet. So stay tuned for that. We also talked about all the sponsors and everything. Anyways, we're just kind of scrolling through the website for the Empowery Women's Conference 2021, which again is July 16th and 17th in Las Vegas, and you can buy your ticket on this website. And if you do that, if for anybody who wants to buy a website ticket, there's the address. They're for sale right now, so you can go buy them. And if you want a discount, check up in the link here. We'll give you 15% off. JT Empowery Women 15. Put that in a coupon place, and you get a 15% discount from any kind of ticket. So, Ritu, should we tell people about the prices since we're talking about it anyways right now?
Go for it.
Okay. There's the virtual full access. Both days of the workshops, it's $149. It's virtual, it's anywhere in the world, and it includes live, real-time, interactive. It also gives you a swag bag if you're in the US and you register. Well, if you get the virtual ticket and you're in the US, in the continental US, then you'll get the swag bag if you schedule your ticket more than 1 week before the conference, you'll probably have it during the conference. If not, you might get it afterwards. So no guarantees on when that comes. The regular price for the regular general access ticket, which I don't think anybody's going to buy, but you can, is the general access ticket, and it's $3.99. And Ritu, tell me, why would somebody not buy the general access ticket?
Yeah, I know. This is
Why?
like
There's a reason.
oh
Why
my
would they not want the general access ticket?
Yeah, I can't think of a reason. I mean, this kind of price is just like a no-brainer. I mean, if you're attending the Prosper show or you attend even one of the workshops there, like this is the price of a single workshop. So
Yeah.
I think attending the 2-day is like absolutely a no-brainer. And the price is
full
just
days, all of day 1, all of day 2, all the workshops.
Yeah.
It's I checked yesterday. Each day is about 8 hours or 9 hours of content for 2 straight days. For $3.99, you can do all that for the general access ticket, which is a fantastic value. It's for the price of a single Prosper workshop. You get 2 days, including 9 workshops. So you get 9 workshops for $3.99. But why would somebody not get the general access ticket?
Yeah.
Because they're smart and they get the VIP access ticket for $5.99, right? That's the reason. The reason that nobody's going to buy this general access ticket is because everybody wants the VIP access ticket, and it's not because of the price. People want to pay less. Trust me. They don't want. If it was free, they would rather that.
Right.
The reason for the VIP ticket is because you get to go for dinner with Ritu Java twice.
Yeah.
For free. Your VIP ticket gives you dinner time with VIPs. Like, I'll be there as a VIP. You'll be there as a VIP because you're in the workshop, right?
Yeah.
All the people on the site that we just mentioned, right? So all these people that are at the women's conference as a speaker, or let me just scroll down so we can see who they are. If you want to go for dinner and hang out with Melissa, Lillian, Marcia, Zahara, Yael, Amy Wees, Destiny, Karen, Emma, Maya, Isabella, Ritu, Megla. Well, Megla's going to be in Singapore, but anybody who's there in person, Chelsea, Melanie, maybe because we're not sure if she can make it from the UK, and Mikal, and these other 2 people that aren't even announced yet, you can go out for dinner with all of them just by having a single 1 VIP access ticket. Twice. 2 different nights, right? Plus, you get access to the soiree. Plus, you get a VIP swag bag, which is an upgraded swag bag from the general access swag bag. Plus, you get everything else. So you get all of the speakers, you get access to all the workshops, and you get the videos that are recordings of the workshops that you couldn't do in case there's 2 simultaneous workshops. Like, Room A has workshop with Ritu, and Room B has a workshop with Megla, and they're happening at the same time, but you get the recorded access to both of them if you get the VIP access ticket, right? So you get all that extra stuff with the VIP. Plus, you get free lunches on both days 1 and 2. So I think probably everybody's going to buy a VIP access ticket. That's what I'm getting, and I would expect everybody else is because people are smart and they know that for $200 for 2 free nights in Vegas, plus a soiree, plus access to all the VIPs in person, 2 nights in a row, for $200 that makes sense to most people. Plus the videos, which by themselves are $199. Anyways, so you can get a general access ticket, or you can get the VIP access ticket. If you can't make it physically, you can also get the virtual access. And again, that gets you all of the content live and interactive. And if you can't make the time or the location, you can also, you could just buy the video recordings of everything that happens, which are going to be very valuable because Ritu, let's be honest, the information that you're giving, would somebody want to watch that on a video?
It can make your Amazon advertising so much more powerful. So I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to learn a new skill. I mean, this is something that people put away because they think, oh, video ads are too difficult to set up, or there's too many steps, or I need to hire a videographer. I'm just making it so simple and so compact in that one workshop that it can save you so much more money that you would probably spend on a lot of other maybe service providers, or maybe not get results not to your expectations. So this is empowering you to create your own video ads for very little investment. So I wouldn't see a reason why you wouldn't want to learn this and so much more. There's going to be so many workshops. I mean, it's
you don't just get Ritu's workshop only. You get that and all of the other workshops, like
right.
by video, and it's recorded, right? So you can like pause it, replay, rewind,
Yes.
possibly speed it up. I haven't confirmed it yet, but maybe we'll watch it on, whatever. But it's the content that's important, not the fact that you can watch a video. If you want to watch videos, there's this new website out. It came out a few years ago. It's called YouTube. It's full of videos. It's great. If you want to just watch videos, go there. If you want to learn information that's going to help you grow your business and reduce your cost of advertising and sell more products on Amazon, get these videos. They're not free. They're $1.99, and it includes real workshops from real experts like Ritu. Right?
Yep.
It's pretty, it's a good deal. Anyways, so if you get the VIP ticket, you get access to the pre-event, which is on the 15th. It's a soiree in the Skylofts. And it gets you that, plus the 2 VIP dinners, plus all the videos, plus both days of content, plus 2 lunches, which are included on both days of the conference, plus the VIP swag bag. So for me, I'll get the VIP access for $5.99.
Yeah. Good choice.
You never know. Right. Now, so you're excited for Megala's workshop on day 2. You mentioned that. And on day 1, you'll be in the audience as well for listening to the speakers.
Yes, if I'm able to enter the United States, which I think I should be, I will be there day 1.
So what passport do you apply on? You have lived in all these places, right?
Yeah, I've lived in all these places. Yeah, I have an Indian passport. I have an Indian passport, but I'm a permanent resident of Canada and Japan, so I can use any of those. But to enter the country, I need my Indian passport.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
You're a permanent resident of Japan and you live in Canada?
Yes, I am permanent resident of Japan and permanent resident of Canada, so I can live in both.
You know what the COVID rules are for Japan? Can people fly in from Japan to see you?
I don't know about that. I think they are still under lockdown. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. But so if you get in, and if they let the Canadians in, let's be honest, I'll be there. You'll be there. Rana probably will figure out a way to be around in Vegas, whether he's at the conference or not, with to be determined. Norm, also same thing, that he might show up. You never know. But there's going to be some serious networking opportunities. So who is going to be there that you are excited to meet in person?
Yeah. So first of all, I want to meet all the speakers from the previous conference last year. I'm just so excited to meet them. There was like a meetup they had in Miami last month, or was it this month, early this month? And that was exciting. I just watched it from a distance, but I'm so excited to meet all my friends that I made at this conference last year. So Amy Wees, also Destiny and Isabella, so many people. I really think that the networking part of any conference is probably the best part, because you really have these long-term relationships that you can form with people, and that's really cool. I think that's way more than just the conference material. So I'm really looking forward to meeting all these people again.
So you might meet new people too and reconnect with others that you are. What about the Facebook people? Do you know some people that sell on and you see them on Facebook and you're like, oh yeah, they type all the time. I see them on my phone, right? There's a picture. But when you go to the conference, you get to meet them for real in real life, right?
Yeah. That includes you, Jacob, and Rana. And I don't know if Carlos is coming, but yeah, that would be fun too, right? Met him.
So I just messaged him. I'm like, yeah, Carlos, there's a second conference. You should go to both of them. So we'll see what happens.
Yes. So cool.
It's going to be really exciting. So anybody who's wondering about the timeline, so it's a 2-day conference. It starts from 8 in the morning, which is quite early, and goes until 5 p.m., which is 9 hours straight, including the lunch. So we'll be there for 9 hours. And then if you have the VIP ticket, there'll be the VIP dinner. So I'm guessing if I was a VIP dinner, I would be at least 2 hours, probably more.
Yeah.
So thankfully, I'm not a PPC dinner myself. I'm a person. But if you're getting the VIP tickets, this might be like 12 hours a day for 2 days. So that's 24 hours of crazy content. And by crazy, I mean content that you can use to grow and improve your business and
Crazy
become
good.
more profitable.
Yeah.
So if people want to pay less money, you can use this special code. JT Empowery Women 15. The JT you can think of as like a mnemonic for Jacob Topping, or Justin Timberlake, or Justin Trudeau if you're Canadian. JT can mean so many things. And then Empowery is the organization that's bringing on the conference. And Women it's a women's conference because all of the workshops providers and all of the speakers are women. And 15 is the discount that you get when you use JT Empower Women 15. So I'll just put that out there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's all of like the content-y things that I wanted to make sure for sure that we covered in the call. So now we just have free time to chat. So Ritu, let's do this. You are very familiar with Amazon PPC.
Yes.
You speak Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
You've got an Indian passport. You live in Vancouver, right?
Yes.
Can you give the live viewers a little taste of some kind of like information that might help them with their PPC? What's something that people are probably not doing that they probably should be doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's like not obvious stuff. Or it could be obvious. I don't know. I mean, if they're not doing it, they should be. What is it?
Right. Yeah. I think the obvious thing that if they did, they could really make a difference to their PPC is that they probably don't have enough ads running. And by enough, I mean covering every ad type. They're probably just running keyword-based sponsored product ads or just a few product targeting ads, and that's it. They don't take advantage of all the different ad types that Amazon has to offer.
Do you have a favorite ad type right now?
Video ads, my favorite right now. Yeah, because the click-through rate is crazy. And by click-through rate, we mean how many people click into your ad with respect to how many people see your ad. So the click-through rate for a video ad is absolutely insane. The video ad itself takes up the space of 4 listings on the search results page. It shows up on page 1, and I don't see why someone wouldn't create video ads, and that's the reason why I'm talking about video ads during the Empowery workshop, is because there's a hesitancy to invest time in creating this ad type, which actually, if you sit down to do it, it does not take that much time to create. So I think what people are missing out on is that everybody is trying to fish in the same pond that is oversaturated. Everybody's only thinking about keyword-based sponsored product ads, and that's already crowded. The ACoS can be extremely high because your conversion rates are not always going to be the best, and you're competing with all these other maybe Chinese brands or other kind of brands that are able to be extremely aggressive in their PPC even, and then you're just left with no visibility, not on the advertising side, not on the organic side, and you're just like frustrated. There's so many people I meet, Amazon sellers that have tried PPC and everything else for a year, and then they begin to give up hope. They're like, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. And I'm like, have you tried every ad type? Have you tried other ad types that might give you exposure? But they don't, right?
How long would you recommend somebody tries a new ad type before they form an opinion about it? Like, what's a good time period in your opinion?
It is different for each person. It is different for your category. It is different for your keywords. If you can set up all the different ad types that are there to set up, like you have your auto campaigns, your manual campaigns, your product targeting, your category targeting, sponsored brand. If you are brand registered, you can actually unlock a few others like video ads, headline ads, sponsored display ads. There's so many types. We've actually counted 35 ad types that you can actually create. If you can actually do that, you will find your gems. But if you don't, you'll just keep hoping that your sponsored product keyword target ads work.
What if somebody is running a type of ad that their competitor does not even know about? Is it likely that they will get additional sales?
That's what it is, because we don't see that information, but you can tell from when you do searches with certain types of keywords, you will see that the sponsored brand ads and the video ads might sometimes be a little bit off because they're being generalized, and that happens when there's very few people that are doing exact match targeting or phrase match targeting for these types of ads. And so it just shows that there's opportunity that is kind of waiting to be exploited. It's just that the thing is that, okay, I was fortunate to be working for 8-figure seller companies, and we have dealt with so much data, and we've had the investment wherewithal to kind of try out every single ad type. Not all people can afford it. So I'm just telling you from the other side, which is that, maybe if I had started as a small seller and then, slowly gathered the courage to kind of create more ads, I would have eventually reached the point where I can say that, okay, I'm going to start every single ad type and see which one works for me and double down on that. But they're not able to reach that point. They are just struggling with the first or second ad type, and they're just stuck there. And then they will probably stop, advertising overall, or just maybe leave Amazon. That happens a lot, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you from the other side that it does get better if you do invest in every single ad type without investing a lot of money. What I'm saying is doing it smarter. Like, I'm not saying that your spend is beyond your budget or whatever. I'm just saying
Yeah.
starting variety and then finding where the gems are and doubling down on those, letting go of what's not working, doubling down on what is working. And that's the best kind of formula that I've, that is my secret sauce. Like, if I take up any client and manage their PPC, I will first fill in the gaps. I will see which ad types they don't have. I will make sure that I have those running so that I can leverage those and try to make them work with long tail keywords or categories or products that they hadn't thought of, or stuff like that. So I guess that's
Step one, audit the existing account and determine where you're missing, and then fill those gaps. That'll
Yes.
strengthen your account and your ability to sell more, right?
Yes, exactly. Just even if you just do a quick count of all the different ad types you have for a single ASIN, and if that's skewed in favor of sponsored product keyword ads, then you know that you've got something not right or something missing.
Can you run PPC against virtual products like KDP?
Yes, there is anything that has an ASIN associated with it, you can run PPC to it. So I believe,
And can you link your Amazon affiliate links? So if you're driving external traffic into Amazon, can you feed those affiliate links to ASINs that are running some heavy PPC? Like, is there an advantage to combining programs?
There's no harm in doing that. If you're running your affiliate program and you're running PPC, it's just that it's going to be in a different place. Like, your PPC ad would be independent of anything else you do, whether you send traffic from Facebook or through your affiliate links. It shouldn't matter. Of course, the more diversified your traffic sources, the better it looks for Amazon. Like, Amazon loves diversified traffic. So that actually might be a strategy. We actually do a combination of like PR reach, email blasts, external, Facebook and social and other traffic, associates, everything in addition to PPC. And it kind of works when you have multiple sources of traffic.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Vendor Central? Can you run? Does
Mhm.
Vendor Central even interact with PPC now? I
Yes.
know that it's changed over the years. It's always changing, right?
Yeah, so both Seller Central and Vendor Central have arrived at the same, I guess, parity level in terms of features they support on the ad side. There's only a single login console that's called the advertising console. That's kind of so similar that sometimes I get confused. I'm like, which one am I in? Like, they look identical, they feel identical, all the features are the same. So yes, you can, and our software also works with both. So Vendor Central supported and Seller Central is supported. Yep, I don't see any difference other than Vendor Central has some advantages, like minor ones. but functionality wise, they have complete parity.
All right. And then what about people that deal on Amazon that don't have private label or wholesale products? What about the people who are selling, let's say, retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, or they're just sending things in and hoping that they sell? Is there ways for them to utilize PPC against those types of Amazon businesses, or would you primarily recommend it for people with consistent large volume listings?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it for people who have large volumes because PPC takes a while to kind of set up and get you get the right keywords indexed, and you're pushing them through certain keywords and so on. If your product is just like one-offs, two-offs of anything, it's very hard to, or it's probably not going to be as profitable to be sending traffic to those listings, because even the advertising algorithm looks into inventory. So if you have very short supply of certain items, you're probably not going to get as much momentum. So yeah, I would probably recommend going all out on PPC if you have sufficient stock on most of your products.
What about if you are planning on running out of stock? So your stock's on its way, it's going to the warehouse, and you can see that it's selling faster than you can get it there. What do you recommend somebody does with their PPC in that situation?
There are two schools of thought there. One school of thought is that if you are going to run out of stock and maybe not being able to replenish that in let's say within a certain window of time, you're probably going to lose all your ranking juice. Everything will just go. Let's say you have a break of 3 or 4 months. You're not going to get your next shipment in, or because of whatever supply chain delays, you're not going to be able to get that product in. So the two schools of thought are that when you go out of stock, one is that when you go out of stock, go out on a very high BSR, which means you allow PPC to drive everything out of stock when your BSR is good. High meaning actually low, which means the smaller the number, the better it is, right? So at a low BSR, if you're out of stock and then you close your listing, then when you resume, you will be able to get back to that within a little bit of time. Of course, if the sales velocity when you get back in stock isn't as great, then you're going to have to wait a bit longer before you can see results as in the past. So what we do there is when we have a situation like that and we come back in stock, we do a certain amount of push with coupons, with external traffic, with maybe some PR if we can afford it. And we do a bunch of those things to send a spike of traffic to Amazon so that it can kind of rev up the engine and get things back to where they were. And so that's how we generally manage our back in stock, in out of stock situations. The other school of thought is you don't want to be out of stock, so you slow everything down. That's the other school of thought, where you're starting to say, okay, my PPC needs to go because I don't want to run out of stock. And you might want to do that when you know that the gap is just not so much. Like let's say 2 weeks, you can be out of stock just
When
for
you
two.
get the email from the customs that says your shipment is on hold for the next 3 months, that's when you
Yeah,
want to really take action
that-
immediately, right?
yeah, that's and
Stuff
it's
happens, right? Stuff's going to come up. As a seller, if you're selling a lot, you're going to have to solve a lot of problems.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so really, we've been experimenting with kind of both. We've actually done uh, experiments, trying to figure out which one works. And well, of course, a lot is still to be seen when things actually do come back in stock. And we're pretty much able to get them back to the same levels as before. We've always been able to do that so far. But with, last year and this year with COVID, there's been so many breaks that it's like almost crazy the number of out of stock events we've had to deal with. So I guess it's new for most people, but yeah, I favor the first option, which is like let your product go out of stock on a high BSR, close your listing, and when you get back in stock, then give it a little push to restart it. That's what I would do, because if you artificially slow your advertising down, then you're also artificially slowing down your BSR, which is not a nice thing to happen, right? And then when you
BSR
get
can give you more algorithm traffic, right?
right, that's the thing. So you don't want to mess with your BSR. And of course, if Amazon would give us answers to these questions, we wouldn't be discussing this, but they don't. So we just have to guess. And right, our guess is the best thing we have.
Okay, let me ask you a different question. How about a listing where you've got lots of inventory, right? And you're happy to sell it. You got it for a great price, but there's other sellers on the listing. So maybe it's not something where you have brand registry and you don't have protected access. You're fighting for the buy box. How would somebody deal with trying to move the product they've got? So let's say you've got like 6 pallets of I don't know, like your item, and other people also sell that item. What would you recommend for advertising in that kind of scenario?
Yeah, so I guess having the buy box is the most important thing, because you won't be able to run any ads if you don't have PPC right on your side. So yeah, that's an
What
interesting.
happens if you're running PPC on the ASIN and somebody else achieves the buy box? So then you're essentially driving ads to their sales. Is that what happens?
Well, your buy box, if you don't have the buy box, then your ads will stop, right? So it's not
Okay.
like your ads will stop. So you won't be able to drive traffic to your offer, right?
Can you use PPC as a method to achieve buy box? Is there any relationship between the two, in your opinion? Like, you're an
Well,
expert. You're the ninja here, right?
so the only relationship is that if you don't have the buy box, then PPC will automatically stop. That's the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to achieve like a little bit more traction, you might want to do other stuff like coupons and things like that. But other than that, it is what it is. That's how Amazon works. There is a buy box that has to be shared. So
All right, Ritu, you talked about something earlier, and it piqued my interest. So you're talking about PR traffic boost, right? And you're not talking about parking registration. You're talking about public relations, right?
yes.
Like news releases
Yeah.
and things like that. So
Yeah.
for the people that are watching live, this is live, guys. So if you have questions, you can ask Ritu. She's really here, and she'll really probably answer your question. So for PR traffic boost, what is that? How would it help? How can that happen? How does your PPC Ninja company help people with that? What do you guys do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just to clear the PPC Ninja part of it, we don't actually do any PR. There's other PR agencies that would do that for you. I'm just saying that for the companies that we manage their ads for, we generally collaborate with the PR companies, because they would be running they would be running traffic to listings at the same time. So we collaborate with them on keywords and stuff like that, because we've noticed that whatever the press uses, that kind of ends up getting used as search terms. So making sure that those are kind of aligned, or at least semi-aligned, it helps a lot in just generating that momentum. So in fact, even the press copy that the company might write will include us as experts on the keywords, and we kind of make sure that the copy itself has enough keywords that are clickable, and that people could use those to kind of find our products. So yeah, it's a combination of many
You
things.
make sure the listing is ready and the advertising is ready, so that when that release goes out, you can optimize the traffic that you do get, right?
Exactly. It's the optimization that we're talking about, making sure that all those keywords are aligned. They're in the back end, and front end, everywhere on the PPC. So that's what kind of gets the flywheel moving.
And you have partnerships with other people that would do something like a press release, right?
Yeah, in fact, I think Norm's company is, PR Reach is great for for any kind of PR work. I mean, there's so many other companies as well. So you can maybe find companies that can
Have you
help.
talked to Norm? Is he going to be here or not?
Yeah. I don't know.
Will he be there?
I am not sure. That is a good question. Yeah.
We should find out.
We should find out. Yeah. Yeah.
Put the pressure on and be like, look, hey, you know what, Norm? This is a Canadian-only conference. It's secretly happening in Las Vegas, so you better be there, because Ritu is really trying to drive traffic to your agency. And, it would be very beneficial if you were in the room when she did that. All right, so Ritu, is there is there something that people watching the recording of this, because this has been going on for a little while now, and there's some live people that already talked today. We can see they're live. We see you. That person, we see you, no matter who you are. If you're watching live, I can see it. So the question is, if somebody's watching the recording, what's an important piece of information that you want to share with them?
Yeah, I would just definitely, since we're talking about the Empowery Women's Conference, I really think that this would be a great opportunity for you guys to, to check it out. And, if you can come in person, that'll be awesome. But if not, like even, without being in person, you can still get a lot out of it from all the recordings and the virtual events. We're going to have day 1, day 2. Day 2 is completely workshops that are remote. There's going to be so much value. There's going to be so many connections to be made. I really think I'm definitely super excited about it. And I know this changed my life when I went to the first one last year. Highly encourage you guys who are watching to join us and make this the best event of the year.
Last year's, I believe, was the first, as far as I know, it
Yes.
was the first all women's online seller conference, Amazon seller conference, right?
That's right. Yeah,
It happened in 2020.
February.
The greatest year of all time, because we're all remember it.
Yes.
It'll be very memorable. You're looking back, right? Okay, so Ritu, any other information that people should know about before we get into the last segment of this live stream?
No, I think we've covered it all.
Let me ask you this: Did you get a chance? Did you get a chance to watch the live stream yesterday that I did with, or 2 days ago with Melissa?
I did most of it, but did I miss something?
Did you catch the end?
Oh my goodness, maybe not.
All right, I recommend you watch the last 10 minutes. It'll blow your mind. I mean, it's all good. There's some interesting, fun things we talk about. The last 10 minutes, it's fire.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Another question for you. You were talking earlier about 35 ad types on Amazon. So during your workshop, do you think you could provide a sheet or a slide or something that explains, like, here's each ad type. This is what they are. This is what they do. This is why you want to use them, and have like a what it is, where it is, why you want to use it?
Yeah, so we already have a template that we're happy to give out to people who reach out to us. They're happy to do that. And yeah, I think that's a great idea. I should maybe expand that out a little bit and maybe say exactly what's inside. So the reason why we created this template was because people were getting tangled in the naming. They couldn't find any ad types. So we kind of created this nomenclature that
There's a lot, right?
Yeah, it's a lot, right? There's so many different. So yeah, we created it so that we could be consistent internally, but then we started giving it out to people. They were like, whoa, we didn't even realize there's so many subtle variations of all these different ad types with different settings. They're going after different audiences or targets or, different goals. So all that combined, we have the template, it's ready to go. But I think I'm going to take your cue there and maybe expand it out and also put some notes there that will help people actually use those ad types way better. So happy to do that. If you guys can come to the conference, I will definitely hand it out to you.
I think that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited to meet you in person because I think just based on the time we spent today, I can tell that you not only do you have more than 10 years experience with Amazon and with PPC, but you really know what you're talking about, right? And so when we meet in person, I'm going to put you to the test. We're going to hook up Merch by Amazon account. We're going to hook up some KSP.
Yeah.
We'll hook up some different types of Amazon accounts. And I think we might add a couple creative ways to do additional advertising, potentially.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yes.
So I'll see you in Vegas in person. But before this call is done, I'm going to start to wrap it up now. It's wrap up time, okay?
Yeah.
So what I like to do is the review. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. On today's show with Ritu Java, we talked about the Ritu Java story. Okay, the Java empire as it has been built. There are free resources on Empowery at the website Empowery.com. We talked about Empowery a little bit, basically because it's the Empowery Women's e-commerce conference that this whole event is about. And we'd love you to see you there. It is in Las Vegas from July 16th and 17th. Men are welcome to come to the women's conference. Day 1, they'll be learning. Day 2, there'll be workshops featuring special teacher Ritu Java. And if you can't attend in person, you can get a virtual full access, which is $149. It includes both days and the workshops. The virtual access is live in real time. It's interactive. It's $149, and it includes a swag bag if you are in the United States. You can get the tickets here at kartra.empowery.com/women's conference 2021. Regular tickets are $399. Everybody's going to get a VIP ticket though, which is $599. So you should do that if you are going to be there in person. The virtual access are both days in real time. It's interactive. It's only $149. But the VIP access gives you access to the pre-event soiree at the Skylofts MGM in Las Vegas on the Strip. And the VIP ticket also gives you access to 2 VIP dinners with all the VIP people and the speakers and the workshop providers like Ritu, and the videos, plus both days of the content, plus 2 lunches, plus the VIP swag bags, which is, in my opinion, by far the best deal. You can also get the videos, which are all recordings, and they're edited and available on a portal for you to watch at your leisure. There are 4 options, just to recap: the general admission, the VIP, the virtual access, and the videos. 4. And you get all of them if you get the VIP, so get the VIP. Last year at the Women's Conference, there was the CEO of Overstock. Now, you were there. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah, I do. Stormy.
Amazing, right?
Oh, she was amazing.
All right, this year, there's the CEO, or the former CEO of Sidewalk Chalk. The inventor of Sidewalk Chalk will be this year's keynote speaker. Day 1 topics are going to be about mindset and learning. Again, you can get the tickets at kartra.empowery.com women's conference /women's conference 2021. I'm trying to do it fast because there's a lot to read. There's like 50 tags here. Day 2 are the workshops. There's some serious network opportunities. You can bring your laptop. You can do the things live. The Day 2 workshops are going to be in small groups with individual intention. And the implementation will happen at the workshop. So Ritu is going to help you implement what you learned, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right, you're going to meet new people. You're going to reconnect with other people if you know people that are there. You'll meet people from Facebook that you've seen, but you're going to meet them for real. You can form new friendships with other sellers. The days 1 and 2 run from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., plus the VIP dinners if you're there, plus the soiree if you've got a VIP ticket. Ritu is a world traveler. She has lived in India, Japan, Canada, and
US.
in the US. Also, you've got an Indian passport. You've got permanent residence in Canada and Japan, so it's very exciting. And you speak Japanese, and maybe you speak a 3rd language.
Yes, I speak 4 or 5 languages.
It's hard to keep track all the languages we speak, right?
Yep.
All right. So can you say something for us in the languages?
So I have, of course, Hindi, which is the language of India, but I also have Punjabi, and I also know Sanskrit, which is kind of like a half language because I cannot speak it. I can read and write it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it.
So say something in Japanese for the Japanese. I mean, there's viewers all over the world. Like maybe they're watching right now, right? Maybe they're watching the replay.
Okay, I'm gonna say let's meet in Vegas. Okay, so Vegas de aimashou. You're like,
that was pretty fast.
Yeah, it is very.
All right, so you're world traveler. This is a recap. What am I doing? All right, so PPC, you're the CEO of PPC Ninja, and you specialize in Amazon ads. There's going to be you'll be on day 2 of the workshops. It's virtual and in person. Is the conference for Canadians only? No. The Canadians will allow everybody from the world is welcome. In fact, I understand probably there'll be Americans there. It's okay. You're welcome to.
You'll get all your humor from the Canadians. So, if you want giggles, you've got to have us.
Okay. So you can become a more powerful advertiser with Ritu. And we covered PPC Ritu advice. We talked about more video ads and investing in the video ads. We talked about getting conversions and making sales. We covered briefly, there's 35 different ad types on Amazon, and Ritu knows all of them. and has some resources she can share with you at the conference. Become brand registered. It gives you access to additional options, which are helpful to do smarter PPC. We talked about being smarter and doing smarter. So it doesn't mean that you have to spend more money, spend maybe less money, and get more traffic to lead to more sales. It generates extra profit that you can put, or extra revenue that you can put towards other ads. We talked about the advertising console and how similar it is across the Pro Seller account as well as the Vendor Central account and the Seller Central account. We talked about PR traffic boosting and how Ritu can partner with other vendors. And shout out to Norm. Go Canada.
Yeah.
Ritu, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing my Vancouver 2010 shirt because you live in Vancouver.
I see that. I totally recognize it. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah. This is the official Olympic sweater from the 2010 Vancouver Olympics, which are happening in Canada. Anyways, if you want to save money on the conference and come and meet myself and come and meet Ritu, use the code JT Empower Women 15 when you go to the checkout to buy your tickets, whether they're virtual or the VIP or the general admission, which nobody should buy the general admission. Just get the VIP; it's better. Or the videos. Those are the 4 options. We did the review. So thank you, Ritu, for joining me live. And any final thoughts?
No, just be there. We're looking forward to meeting you.
And each other. We're going to meet you, all the people that are there, all the virtual people. We'll say hello virtually.
Yeah.
I will meet you. You will meet me. We will meet other people together. It'll be fun. We're going to go for dinner twice.
Yeah.
And the soiree, you'll be there.
Yep.
Okay. Any tips for people going to Vegas? It's going to be hot, right? It's July. July in Vegas will be hot.
Yes. I have never been to Vegas in July, so this will be a first for me as well. So
it's hotter in the summer. Okay. We've got final comments from Rana as well. He's participating virtually today. So Jacob Toppy, you need a review of the review. Well, Rana, maybe you would like to do a live stream and then we could review the review. But you know what I thought about? Okay, just for interest sake, Rana, this is a good idea. I think we should take the reviews from each of these live streams because the live stream was about 1 hour and 10 minutes, but the review was like 10 minutes. So we could hire a video person, right? Like get a virtual assistant or somebody who's an expert in video, maybe on your team. You have video experts on your team?
We can always produce some. Yeah.
Did you say you could produce some?
Yeah, we could.
We've got a workshop in the back. We're just gonna hook up the workshop. We'll just type it into the master computer with a video editor on demand. Boom. Ritu, that's what makes you a ninja. So Ritu will spin up a professional video editor. Anyways, I think what we should do is we should clip off the review section of all these videos and then put them out as like sizzlers for the conference. Right? We'll be like, hey, we covered all this stuff. It took more than an hour. Here's the 10-minute recap. So come and watch the live stream. Right?
Yes.
I mean, I think that would be hilarious, but not just hilarious. It would be good, right? Again, Mega is going to be a workshop provider as well. Carlos, he'll be there at Prosper, so maybe we'll convince him to come, and then you can meet him at the VIP dinner.
Yes, please, Carlos.
Any other people watching live, feel free to make a comment because this live stream is about to end. Okay, it's time to end because time passes and people must sleep sometimes. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's ask personal questions. So I live near Ottawa, and I've got 3 kids, and my wife Tara, she's over there supporting me from across the room. Tell me about Ritu, the person. So we know you're the CEO. We know you're a PPC Mastermind, but what about like, do you have a family? Do you have kids and stuff?
I have a 17-year-old, and he's been trying to get in this room. And as you can see, there's a door behind him.
Bring him on the screen. Make him feel awkward.
He snuck up to the door 3 times to see if I was done because he probably needs dinner. So.
He wants you to make the food for him. You should just tell him you're done, and then when he walks in, just have him sit down and say, "Just sit down for a minute. I'll go grab dinner." And then I'll ambush him. I'll be like, "Listen, I understand your mother Ritu is a PPC professional. Is it true? Do you have any information that would lead us to better advertising?"
Oh my god!
It could be a lot of fun. This is the after part now because we already did the recap, so this is beyond the review. But seriously, so Ritu, we're gonna be in Vegas, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And do you want to slip in any bonus tips? Any beyond the review after session?
Bonus tips. Yeah, well, there's always bonus tips. I guess maybe I can just give another quick PPC tip if you're interested. So maybe I can just share. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So one more PPC tip for you, especially with video ads, and the thing that I am going to cover, I'm going to cover how to create video ads from start to finish. So one tip I have for you is that let's say you have created a video ad. Let's say you've already started doing video advertising.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just create one or two ads and then they just leave it at that. Now, think of all the keywords that you've already researched for your sponsored product ads, right? There's probably 100, 200, 300 keywords, including the long tail ones. What's stopping you from creating the same number of ads on the video side as well? Like you can use the same video and just replicate it. All you need to do is find a bunch of long tail keywords that you've already researched and just create smaller video ads. Smaller meaning not too many keywords. Don't keyword stuff because that doesn't work anymore. Although Amazon allows you up to 1,000 keywords, you don't want to do that. You want to keep your keyword limit to no more than 15 to 20 so that your budget gets evenly distributed and you don't have the classic problem of
multiple types of PPC at the same time.
Oh, sorry, say that again.
Multiple types of PPC at the same time. You're stacking it.
No, I'm not stacking. So I'm just saying that the keywords, if you just split out, let's say 100 keywords into groups of 20, you have 5 campaigns right there. So you have 5 video campaigns just with 100 keywords. I'm sure you have a lot more, right? So my video campaigns, like when I start to create them, we can have easily like 20 or 30 video ads with just one video. It's just the back end, the keywords that you're connecting through that ad, they are going to be different. So don't
So
stop.
100 keywords on one ad, have 20 ads with 5 each, or 5 with 20
Yeah.
each.
Well, what I'm saying is that generally speaking, you don't want to stuff your ads with too many keywords, even on the sponsored product side, right? You don't want to have more than 15 to 20 keywords per ad, right? So when you reuse the same keywords on the video ad side of things, try to use exact match and phrase match and maybe fewer brand matches. But you can easily set up as many video ads as you have sponsored product ads. And that's one thing that people don't realize. They think that, oh, I've set up a video ad and that's it. That's not the end of your job. You've got like more options, right? And now video ads are also available for product targeting and category targeting. So what's stopping you from using the same ASINs that you used as your targets in sponsored products? What's stopping you from using those on video ads as well? So you should have more or less.
I think nothing should stop them from doing that.
Nothing should stop. Is that what you
said?
said?
What's stopping you?
Yeah.
And I think the answer to that is nothing.
Nothing, right?
Nothing is stopping you.
But people don't do it. That's the thing. They don't do it. They have the fewest video ads and the most sponsored product keyword-based ads.
Do you think that people don't do these things because they aren't aware of them, or they're intimidated by them, or they don't know that they exist? Like, what's the reason why people would not be doing these things?
I think it's also based on the literature that's available out there, because people generally talk about just regular keyword-based sponsored product ads. There's not a lot of people talking about the different ad types that we have access to, right? So it's just maybe oversight or just not catching up enough, because these ads are getting rolled out, like these ad types are getting rolled out pretty quickly, right? And Amazon is giving us more and more and more. And I know it's very hard to keep up with everything that's out there. And so it's easy for people to say, okay, I'm going to read up about video ads. I'm going to learn about it and then I'll start doing it. Or let me just start one for now and I'll think about it. But that's where they stop, right? So I'm just here to tell you that it's, once you've created one video, you can just reuse it. And that's like a no-brainer. It won't take you much time to set up more. You can just go into Amazon and just do a copy, and that's the easiest way. Yeah, and as Rana said, we probably need a review of the bonus tip now. So
I got more so I got some external traffic here, and I've got questions coming in from like other places.
Oh,
Last year, when you're at the Women's Conference in California, which was on Manhattan Beach, right? I understand. Do you know Mike Zachary? Is it Gary? Mike?
Mike's, yeah, I do.
So he also does PPC, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of great PPC consultants and agencies out there.
So,
Yeah.
so do you collaborate with other PPC agencies?
I think we have. Um, yeah, I do. I do collaborate with.
Like, you guys connect, like you guys are both CEOs of PPC,
Yeah.
agencies that help people to
Yes.
increase advertising and do ad spend
Mhm.
correctly on Amazon, right? You both have software and that kind of so and you met
Yeah.
each other because you're both at the same conference last year, which is
Yes.
fantastic. So
Yeah.
tell me about like collaborations. Like how do you as a CEO of a PPC company, how do you collaborate with some other professionals that are experts in the specifics of Amazon's?
Right. So,
What are some things that you do to collaborate with your peers?
we have, okay, so there's
Or do you
lots of,
guys compete? You guys are just go to war. It's like, oh, Mike, why did you bring him up? Well, I don't know. Let's see what I could get, right? How's it work?
well, abundance mentality. There's so many potential clients, and there's like infinite need for PPC people. So I don't think there's much to be afraid of there. But we have lots of opportunities to be on panels with others. Like recently, I did one with Avask and Liron. So we had like there was like three people. We talked all about PPC. So that's one way through conferences and through webinars, joint webinars. We also have a lot of like groups, Facebook groups, and so on, where we basically ask questions or share information. And personally, I write a lot on LinkedIn and also for our blog. And so often there will be comments from other PPC experts, and I will also comment on other people's posts and stuff like that. So there's always like things to learn. There's just so much going on. We're always kind of catching up and learning from each other. And often I'll see something on LinkedIn. I'll be like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that I already have this thing in Seller Central, and I'll go and check. And so it's great that we do have a community that is pretty supportive, and everybody's learning together. And there's like such a focus on content. And yeah, what you're showing right now, Jacob, is our blog, and we try to post as frequently as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's full of good free stuff. So
It looks like you did a post on June 6th. How to calculate conversion rate on Amazon.
yes, that was my recent post.
Features to 10x your productivity. How smart sellers advertise their way to success. 5 time savers with PPC. Deep dive into Amazon's category benchmark report. I noticed that like all of your blog things follow a similar pattern. They have like sort of like some black text here, and then the red text, and then the black text, and then some kind of image component, right?
Right, yeah, that's our branding. So yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. So it says here how sellers should tackle Amazon's latest inbound shipping restrictions. Branded keywords, how to defend your brand on Amazon. Interpreting Amazon's advertising reports. Are you avoiding sponsored brand ads? Do people avoid the sponsored brands ads?
Oh yeah, they do. It's too much work, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Should you be advertising your branded keywords? Ditch the CSV. The importance of optimizing your PPC. How to leverage Amazon. I mean, these are really good. So how much does it cost to subscribe to the blog?
Zero. Anyone can do it.
Okay, so once you're subscribed, so I understand you enter the blog for free, and then you have this like outstanding world-class Canadian-made content. How much does it cost to read the blog posts once you've subscribed for free to the blog?
Just a couple of minutes, I think.
Well, how much money? Like I have access obviously to this because we're talking
You
live stream.
do,
Right? So, like,
right?
if somebody wanted to go and read this blog post in depth, how much would they pay for that?
I think they should be paying at least a $99 or something like that per post, but it's free.
Okay, so that's a funny answer. They should be paying $99 per blog post, but they're free.
Free.
Okay, well that's good.
Right?
Yeah. You've got 10 ideas for Amazon product targeting ads, 5 highly constrained Amazon PPC strategies, funnel in funnel, the strategy product targeting ads. And I noticed here you have like a little view account thing, right? So you can tell how many people have clicked on this, and you show that to others. You can say these ones, like this one's 935. That's the more popular one, right?
Right. Yeah.
What's the most popular blog ad?
I think that was it. That's probably the one.
No, this one's got 2,873. Clearly,
Oh,
people
yeah.
want to interpret the
Oh, that's
Amazon's advertising report.
right. Yeah.
And 24 people hearted it, which is even better. But
Oh.
nobody asked a question. Everybody's too nervous to ask the questions, guys.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a quiet night on the live stream because we've heard a lot from our fan base, Rana and Carlos and Megla. But this is live streaming out to like 35, 40,000 people, and the replay is going to be like close to 100,000 people. So if you have any questions, we're going to be ending it. You'll have to ask them in the comments. The blog is free, and you can read the blog articles for free. And the thing that people really want to know is how to interpret Amazon's advertising reports by a wide margin. That's your most popular blog post.
Right. Yeah. It's the part that people are really mystified by. Like, how do you read these reports, right? We're getting so much data. Like, how do you make sense of it? That's probably the reason why it's the most widely read.
You know what I think we're going to do for you is we're going to drive some traffic directly to that blog post because it's the most popular. And so why don't I post it as a comment here? I'd be like, check out Ritu's. No, check out PPC Ninjas. Sorry, I'm typing this in real time. This is live. So if you're asking, if you want to ask questions, post them and we'll cover them. And Ritu, you talk while I'm typing so I don't look silly.
Yeah. And I think definitely. I mean, that one it's driving a lot of traffic. But my favorite one is actually the one that was the second most popular, I guess. The one where I'm looking at different or highly conflicted PPC strategies that people talk about, like whether to use negative keywords or not, whether to use bid on branded keywords or not, whether to bid high or low or not. So there's a lot of those sorts of comparisons. That's my favorite one. Yeah, so you might want to check that out as well.
I'm going to check them all out because why wouldn't I? Do I want to grow my Amazon business or do I want to not grow my Amazon business? That's the question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you make a comment live, you can post it. So I just posted a comment to our live video that we're currently recording live. It says, check out PPC Ninja's blog here, example, interpreting Amazon's advertising reports. And there's a link. People just click on that link and you get free access to the PPC Ninja blog just by accessing the link. No charge. It's free. So click it. We covered the bonus tips, which happened after the review, and Rhonda makes a good point because we did kind of go for 20 minutes past the end of the review. Can you recap the bonus tips?
If I can remember. I think you were keeping track of it, right? Well,
you'll have to watch the replay because the live stream is going to end. So thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to end this. Ritu and I are going to stay on afterwards. We're just going to giggle with each other. So
we're going to giggle.
or yep. Whatever. And so we're stopping. Right? This is fun. You can have fun in person in Vegas if you go to the conference, and Ritu will teach you at the workshop.
Plus how to giggle.
In July. All right, so I'm Jacob Topping. This is Ritu Java, and thanks for watching the live stream. And share it with everybody. And if you do share it, I'll see the share, and I will note it. It will be noted. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.